passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Sam Darnold bringing out the New York Jets offense. And, CD, what are your takeaways now that we're at the end of the regular season for this Jets franchise signal caller's rookie campaign?
Well, I think there are enough bright spots to be really optimistic about the future with Sam Darnold. Obviously, he had to battle through some injuries, which most players have to do in the NFL. But I liked his toughness, his ability to bounce back and try and play at a high level. Yeah, there were plenty of mistakes, but that's expected out of a rookie quarterback. And for those who are looking for that Cinderella one-season turnaround for a team, that happens more in the movies than it does in the actual NFL. I do think that the future is pretty bright for Sam Darnold. They've just got to continue to build around him.
Detroit!
On first down, it's Darnold. And his first look is incomplete. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
I don't know about you, but I love a good undrafted free agent success story. So let's take a look at Robbie Anderson, wide receiver, because in 2017, 63 catches, 941 yards, and a strong candidate for the Pro Bowl. Didn't quite get there, but was knocking on the door. How about that for an undrafted free agent out of Temple, now making good in the NFL?
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Darnold is shoving his way inside the 35. Hauled in by Anderson, left side.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with the second-year man from Louisiana, Elijah McGuire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The football going back to the New Orleans Saints. I wanted to ask you, Charles, for the Saints, how you think they stack up against the other teams near the top of the NFC, the Rams, the Bears. Where do you think they figure in?
Well, they can score well enough that if the Rams set a heavy pace, they can go out and they can score with them and stay right there. They have enough defense that if Chicago makes it a low-scoring defensive affair, they got enough defense to win that way. So my answer in short order is they stack up with anyone. In a lot of ways, I think everyone has to figure out they stack up with New Orleans. Because at the end of the day, Drew Brees is calling plays for the New Orleans Saints and throwing the football downfield. He could be the difference in any big game.
And maybe they have a little extra motivation with the way their season ended last year against Minnesota. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
0-2, 21.
Shotgun now for Brees. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
The first carry down. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Ready? You ready? Kill! 13.
And they'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Breeze to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
To throw is Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, got three. Three down. Hey, two.
Now Breeze. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Copeland in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Defense.
What's good on the extra point? And that'll make this a 6-point game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Before New York takes their next snap on offense, Charles, look ahead to the offseason here. I think it's going to be pretty eventful, more so than it has been in recent years.
Yeah, I think this team's going to look a lot different when they take the field in 2019. I think probably starting at the head coaching position and the staff, that'll change. But then what is going to surround Sam Darnold, their quarterback, who was a rookie in 2018? They've got to continue to get weapons and an offensive line in order for him to flourish.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Darnold from the gun. Oduwa's got it, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
What I love about Cameron Jordan's game is that it's so varied. He can play the run so effectively. Also rushes the passer, and at times, he'll run with a receiver downfield. You name it, Cam Jordan does it, and he does it with some flair.
On third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. 48 yards.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
Here's Cannon, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
3-19.
So 1 quarter in the books here on Christmas Eve. It's a close game here early on. We'll head back to New Orleans after this. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
second down. Here's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Ready.
Breeze now. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Breeze now to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Easy.
Breeze will try again on second down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
11. 12.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. This from 54 yards away. And Lutz puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And a hit's Herndon over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
To throw on second down is Darnold. Out to to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This is taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They'll run with McGuire. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, second straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting things. By the way, do you have a gamer tag, Charlie?
No, I do not have a gamer tag. You must be a good player in order to earn a moniker.
Hey, easy.
Breeze to throw on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breeze now on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for Eddie D. Lyman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Carr. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Saints on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Breeze again. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done and make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still second down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
12.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Get set.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
36. Get set. Hey, kill. Sammy.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Hey, kill. 21. Monday.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. What a play. It's a first down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Breeze to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Flushed out right, and he gets it down to the 32. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madland.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madland as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this way.
I love it. I love it. Gotta get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
But enjoy the holidays, everyone. Eat, be merry, enjoy your family time.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Breeze. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
36.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Breeze going to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in the Saints touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold hauled in by Anderson left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now McGuire. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Detroit!
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And this is incomplete. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Check. You're good. 5-4, ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Set. Kill.
Ingram again, a first down carry. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready. Yellow lady.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Neville Hewitt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. To throw on second down is Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.